Osborne Book Tutorials Chapter 2. Beautiful Bamboo Limited is a small business making furniture using bamboo. There are a few materials required: bamboo, glue and wax, but recently there have been occasions where the workshop has run out of an item, making production inefficient. The owner, Salil, would like to know when to order bamboo, glue and wax, as well as how much to order so he does not run out of materials. He has kept a spreadsheet of the amounts used each week in the factory for recent orders for each material, so he has collected the following information. So we've got a materials, maximum, buffer and average lead times for each of the materials. We've been asked to save the spreadsheet in the appropriate location and rename it as MATST Chapter 2 Activity Answer. So I'm going to go File, Save As, call it what it's asking. Now I like to have the spreadsheet so that I've got the instructions on the left and the spreadsheet on the right. So I'm going to go View, New Window, View, Arrange All and Vertical. I'm going to make this one smaller so I can see the instructions. And it's saying using 2.2, which is this one here. It wants me to complete the following tasks. So using the days function, I need to determine the days from the first to the last order and enter this into cell A18. And in B18, I want to enter the word days. So I need to make sure that before I can do the formula, these are in date order, which they are. So I'm going to go formula, fx for function, days. I'm going to select the end date as it says, and then I'm going to select the first day as it says there. Then I'm going to press enter and it's telling me it's 58 days. In B18 I'm going to type days. It's now saying calculate the total amount ordered for each material in row 18, which is this one here, and enter total in F18. So I want to add these up, so I'm going to go auto sum, increase my range and press enter. Check it on my calculator. If I'm happy, replicate across. In F18, I'm going to enter total. And then it says format the borders of the cells with the totals containing numbers to show a single line at the top and a double bottom. I'm going to highlight this, go to home, go to font and choose single at the top, double at the bottom, which is that one there. It says calculate the average daily usage in row 21, but we've got here maximum inventory, so I believe they've missed that out, and we know we've got 5,150 and 80, so I'm just going to add that in, 150 and 80. So let's go back. It's saying calculate the average daily usage in row 21 using the round function. So we've got our days here and we've got our figures, or our totals shall I say. So what I want to do is I want to go equals my total divided by the days. I'm going to put brackets around them, but as it's asked me to round my figure, I need to do round before the bracket. So round, and then after the A18 I need to put a comma because I want it as a round to the nearest whole number, and I'm going to put 0. But I also want the 58 to be stagnant, so I need to put an absolute $sign so that when I replicate across, that figure does not move. So when I press enter, I've got my daily usage, average daily usage, and I can replicate across. It's saying enter the average lead time in row 22 and the inventory in row 23. So the lead time is 6, 4 and 4, and the buffer is 1,000, 50 and 40. And then it says use a formula to calculate the reorder level for row 24. So the reorder level is, the formula will be the average usage times the average lead time plus the inventory buffer. So as there is more than one function, I'm doing a multiply and a plus, I'm going to need to put a bracket. So I'm going to click on C21. I want to multiply that with the average lead time, close the bracket. If I want to be extra flash, I'll put a bracket again at the beginning, and then at the end of the formula I want to add that to the buffer inventory and close my bracket. Then I can check it on my calculator, make sure that formula is correct, and if I'm happy, replicate across. It says enter the maximum inventory. Oh, I jumped ahead. So enter the maximum inventory in the warehouse from the information above for all the materials in cell C20 to E20, which I've done already. It says calculate the maximum order quantity in row 25. So the maximum order quantity is maximum inventory, and then I need to minus that with my inventory buffer. So I'm going to go equals open brackets maximum order quantity, maximum inventory minus the reorder level, which is C20, inventory buffer, which is C23, close brackets, and enter. And I can replicate that across if I'm happy with the figure. It's now telling me that I need to calculate the minimum order quantity. So I want to do a formula, so I'm going to do equals. The minimum order quantity formula will be the average daily usage multiplied by the days. So I'm going to go open brackets, average daily usage multiplied by the lead time, close brackets, and enter. And if I'm happy with that, I can replicate across. It says highlight in green the reorder level quantities. So the reorder level quantities is this one here. I want to highlight that in green. Highlight the maximum in orange. So I'm going to highlight that. Find an orange that I like. And then the minimum in yellow. Okay. Format the numbers as a whole number because there's no full digits after the full stop, but I need 1,000 separator. So I'm going to highlight all the figures, right click, format cells. I want to choose number, 1,000 separator, 0 decimal places, click OK. It says protect the cells C3 to E26, so C3 to E26. I want to protect it with the password 123. So I'm going to right click, review, protect, can't see it, so I'm just going to open it in book. So I want to protect the worksheet and I want to call it 123, 123, and click OK. That means if I go to typing it, I'm not going to be allowed to do that because I've protected the worksheet. Save my worksheet, and task 2.9 is now complete.